Good afternoon, Pokésports. It's your host, Mike, and I play with two Pokemon on the field. Today, we're playing with Lukey's team. And Lukey has gone and brought a very fun, very simple team. And I mean that in the most loving way, because this team applies to exactly my type of play. And that is bring in utility, bring in power, mix them together, and see what works. In their words, the general idea of this team is to bring in Tornadus and Roaring Moon first, which is what I'm going to try and do in most of these games if I can. And then in the back, after your Tornadus goes down, you have Gastrodon or Cresselia in order to, keep up the utility. And then if your Roaring Moon goes down, you have Urshifu and Gholdengo. Urshifu with a Choice Band, Gholdengo with a Choice Specs, Roaring Moon with Booster Energy. You now have three heavy-hitting Pokemon with mega damage. They said that Roaring Moon is one of their favorite Pokemon in this generation, and I have to agree. I've been using Roaring Moon wherever I can in my tournament teams, and it's always been kind of doing well. Roaring Moon with Dragon, Dark, and Ground typing in that Ground Tera means that your Breaking Swipe, Throat Chop, and Earthquake can all be stabbed under certain circumstances. Breaking Swipe does a lot of damage. Throat Chop does a ton of damage and cancels out hyper voices, right? Farigirafs, be warned. Earthquake does a ton of damage as well. So you have that power on your team. Well, on the other side, you also have your Tornadus, right? You've got your Tailwind to go and speed up your Roaring Moon to make it a little bit faster than potentially Fluttermane's. You've got Bleakwind Storm, Taunt, Protect, Taunt to help you against other Pokemon that might want to use Trick Room on you, right? And then if either of those go down, you bring in Gastrodon, you bring in Cresselia, you Lunar Blessing or Ally Switch, or you Ice Beam or Yawn or Earth Power. You have options. Anyway, we're gonna take this team onto the dance floor. We're gonna see what kind of damage we can do with it. So let's just jump into it. All right, follow me now. Let's go. All right, I gotta be honest. I broke my Duolingo streak while I was on vacation, so these characters aren't doing anything for me right now. Very unfortunate. Okay, I'm thinking I'll bring Gastrodon here. Gastrodon seems like my friend in this situation, if you know what I mean, because we've got the Basculegion, we've got the Urshifu. Not exactly sure if this is going to be the Single Strike or Rapid Strike. I'm going to assume that this is Rapid Strike. It really only makes sense. But regardless, I think we do need to start with Scarlet Moon and bring Tornadus in here. I realized in the last video I forgot to move my camera over, so hopefully I've remembered to do that over in the middle, but I'll put myself back right now. Ha! I hate when I do that. I hate it, man, because now I have to go back and listen through that in editing, and that's tough for me to remember. Anyway, let's bring in the Gastrodon. Immediate regret on talking to editor Michael. And then I think bringing in either Urshifu or Gholdengo. It's going to be Urshifu here. Yeah. Because we want some way of doing major damage, and Gholdengo really doesn't matter too much here, especially if that's going to be Single Strike. I do not want to bring Gholdengo if that's Single Strike Urshifu. Or Basculegion, for that matter. I definitely don't want to bring it if it's Basculegion. Anyway, that's going to be a Fluttermane and a Tornadus. A Tornadus. Which is very scary with the Fluttermane here. This is going to boost my attack, though. So that's pretty nice. I don't like the situation I'm in right now, because I have to hit a single target Throat Chop on the Fluttermane here if I want to KO that. And really, if the Fluttermane gets tailwinded by that Tornadus as well, then I'm in trouble. I can't Breaking Swipe because that has no effect on the Fluttermane. I can Earthquake, but that has no effect on the Tornadus. So I'm not in my favorite position right now. I might as well just Protect and go for a Tailwind, to be honest. But this also might be my only chance to do some damage to the Fluttermane. So that is what I'm going to do. Now, mind you, I didn't Tera here, so I may just go down. Oh, great. Good. I'm glad then that I didn't Tera, because now next turn I can just attack with Bleakwind and I guess still just do the normal thing. Yeah, not my favorite. Not my favorite. It's not my favorite. All right, let's see. If I protect now, actually, this could work. Go for a Bleakwind. Break the potential sash on that. Taunt is going to be not the right thing to go for here. It's just not going to work. So we go for this. Watch this be that kind of Fluttermane that doesn't go Tera Fairy. We looked at the stats recently, and I think we found like there are quite a handful of water Fluttermanes to handle Urshifu Rapid Strike. So, I mean, I would love if they went for that, but no, not here. Not here, and that's okay. That's okay. This Dazzling Gleam is going to hurt, but so is whatever I'm about to do with Tornadus. I'm okay with what just happened. I'm not okay that I didn't get any kind of status move off. It kind of sucks. Tornadus can live one more of these, and I'm thinking that I might want to switch into Gastrodon just to soak up a little bit of that damage. Because the problem is that Roaring Moon isn't faster than Fluttermane here. Yeah. So I'm going to need to bring in something that can, you know, take a hit. If I go for Bleakwind, that will do some damage, and hopefully I can get a confusion. That is the end goal here. Is just getting some kind of confusion off on Fluttermane would be ideal. Tornadus would be a fun consolation prize. Okay, well, I don't get that. Now at least I get to heal up a little bit with Bleakwind Storm. What did I mean? What did I mean? What did I mean by that? It missed something, and I like that. Oh, it missed the thing that I wanted it to miss. That's great. I get a turn of not taking damage with Tornadus, is what I meant. If that Bleakwind had hit, and if that Fluttermane had gone for a Dazzling Gleam, I would have been in a bad situation. But now I can just go for an Earth Power on this. I could actually just go for an Ice Beam on the Tornadus, but I don't know if I need to. I'll go for that, and I'll protect here as well. Because keeping the Tornadus alive is going to be pretty great. Oh. I understand. Because they want to do as much damage to this Tornadus as possible, so they're Terraing that. This could actually take out the... Uh-oh, this could take out the Gastrodon. Oh, this could take out the Gastrodon. That's real bad. They're single targeting the Gastrodon. Oh, that's no fun. Okay. If Tailwind peters here, there's a line that I can do that I think could work quite well, and it sacks off the Tornadus, unfortunately, but I think it could work. We're going to protect. We're going to hit Taunt on the Tornadus. The idea is that the Tornadus can't use Tailwind, but at the same time, now the Dazzling Gleam is going to do quite a bit more. Oh, nah, that's bad. Oh, that's real bad. Now I think they get Tailwind off and they KO my Tornadus, so I'm not going to be able to get Tailwind up. Oh no. Now it's just a fast Fluttermane. Man, Fluttermane is a tough cookie to crack here. It's okay, because now we can bring out Urshifu and Sucker Punch that. Okay. So we're going to Throat Chop. Goat Chop. And we're going to Sucker Punch. Do I need to Tera for this? I'm worried that I need to Tera for this. No. Yes, I do. There's no way. There's no way that I don't do this, right? And this is Choice Band now, so I'm going to have to like really hope that I do all the damage that I can do here. Because I'm not going to be able to Wicked Blow. I am locked in. Locked in. This is for Basculegion. Which is fine if I do get to KO this Fluttermane here. Nope. Dang. Just not enough power. There was not enough power in that. What was it that I could have done? I guess, you know, if I had committed to Tera Earthquake, if I wasn't pitter-pattering on if I should be targeting the Fluttermane or the Tornadus, then I wouldn't have had to deal with Fluttermane late game. And that could have helped me quite a bit. So you know what? In the next game, I'm going to commit just as hard to that. I'm going to say, you know what? Let's focus on using Roaring Moon to be Roaring Moon. KO what I can KO. And then we'll deal with the rest of the team with Urshifu. Okay, I think that's the way that's going to work. All right, let's go. Game 2. All right, going up against Cozy is going to be fun. That's going to be just a Trick Room team. Just straight up Trick Room with, I feel like this is a team that I've used. Oh, neat. Is this the Bruxish team I used? This will be fun. I can bring in Urshifu for this for sure. I can bring in Urshifu for sure. I don't know if Earth Power is going to be okay versus the Torkoal. Gastrodon's pretty nice. But I think going for this combination here makes sense. Cresselia, this Cresselia specifically, Ice Beam, Lunar Blessing, Ally Switch, and Safeguard. Safeguard doesn't really help against much here. Ally Switch helps a lot. Lunar Blessing helps a lot. I don't know if I want to bring it. I still think Golden Go doesn't work. There are too many heavy hitters that hit it a little too heavy. So maybe, yeah, let's bring the Gastro. And it's between Cress and Urshi. And when it's between Cress and Urshi, is it really a question? Is it really a question? Cress is for Cresselia. Cresseliation. Anyway, Cozy looks like me. Cool. All right, Cozy, what you got? You bring up Mousehold and Bruxish. Brah. Okay. I'm sorry, it was Bruxish. I cracked myself up accidentally. Let's go for a Bleakwind Storm. I don't know if I need to go for a taunt on this Mousehold. I probably do. But if I'm going for just spread moves, then I don't really need to worry about anything. Oh, also, I can't go for... There it is. Yep, I can't go for taunt on the Mousehold because Bruxish exists. Dazzling makes it so I can't use priority moves on it. And that's what this team benefits from, the fact that people don't know what Bruxish does. But I know what Bruxish does, because we play too many things on this channel. I could also hit a Breaking Swipe, to be honest. Save Tera, go for Breaking Swipe. Or go for the hard-hitting move. Yeah, go for the heavy-hitting move, you know? When you need power, you need power. I'm still not sure that I'm going to be able to KO both of these. If I am honest with my Smelf. I don't see this Bruxish doing much this turn. Roaring Moon goes for Earthquake, doesn't affect Tornadus. Let's see how much damage this does to everybody. Yeah, see, that still didn't KO it. And then Pop Bomb is gonna have to not do what it's doing right now. 4. That's bad. 5. 6 and 7. Yeah, okay, so that's going down. Ugh. Not my favorite thing that's happened today. Not my favorite thing that's happened today. But that's okay. That's why we have Bruxish, right? Not Bruxish. That's why we have Gastrodon. I can Ice Beam the Mousehold, actually. Is Ice Beam going to be the right thing here? Where's plus? There it is. It might actually be Ice Beam. Yeah. Because if they switch out into Torkoal, that sucks. But if they switch out into anybody else, right? Like if they switch into Ursaluna, that's fine. If they switch into Urshifu, that's fine. I can't go for an Earth Power because they might switch into Cresselia, and that's not fine. So we're going to go for an Ice Beam over there. And then let's go for a Breaking Swipe here. Yeah, let's go for Breaking Swipe. And Bruxish is going to protect, which isn't really going to save it in the long run. All right. That's a Follow Me Protect. I feel like you note to the viewers, okay, when you have two Pokemon side by side, and you protect with one, redirecting into the one that isn't protecting, it doesn't do much. Doesn't do much. Hey, there's a Torkoal. So here's what I can do. I target the Torkoal here. I could Earthquake just in case. Yeah, I don't mind hitting my own Gastrodon, but at the same time, I think Gastrodon can actually live one of these hits. Yeah, actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to protect just so Eruption next turn doesn't absolutely wreck my face, but this thing's going to have to Tera Fire to do a Tera Fire Eruption if it wants to have any kind of hopes of KOing my Gastrodon, which I don't think it's going to do. Flying Moon protects. Ah, the Aqua Jet. Thank you for the special attack. So as long as this Eruption doesn't take out my Gastrodon, I should be all right to Earthquake next turn. Too easy. Too easy. And there's a nice little Earth Power on the Torkoal, and thank you to the +1. Probably meant that I KO'd it, although the turtle doesn't really have too much special defense, so that might have actually KO'd it regardless. Still, that rocks. That rocks a lot. That rock socks. And now Urshifu's here, and if this is Rapid Strike, no, that's Single Strike. So be a little scared. Be the tiniest bit scared. Because Urshifu is just staring me down right now. How many turns left on Trick Room? 2. I'm going to be able to attack it first. I think I'm going to hit it with that Earth Power. I could hit it with an Earth Power and an Earthquake. I still don't want to hit it with a Breaking Swipe, because lowering the attack on that Urshifu doesn't actually do anything if all it's going for are Wicked Blows. Yeah. This is it. Earth Power does damage. And actually, hey. Not bad, because now does it stay alive? No, it's a critical hit. That's always a critical hit. That's okay, because we did half the damage to Urshifu. That ain't bad. Oh, and it's Life Orb, so we're certainly guaranteed to KO that next turn. Since the only... No, not the only. It can use Sucker Punch. If that KOs me with a Sucker Punch, then I am destroyed. I can KO their Urshifu with the Sucker Punch, but I don't think I'll go before it. If this is on a Trick Room team, I'm probably not going to go before it. I also can't Sucker Punch because Dazzling. I caught myself. Almost did it. Sure did. I'm going to go for, the Bruxish, I think. No, I'll go for the Urshifu. Yes. I go for the Urshifu just in case the Urshifu lives, which it doesn't. I thought for a second that it would go for a Sucker Punch, and that might have KO'd, but it didn't. Nice. And then we go for the Wicked Blow on the Bruxish. I didn't know if we would win that one, to be honest, but hey, we got there. We got there. Thanks to knowing what Dazzling did. And this is why knowledge is power. We defeated Cozy. That was a great, great game, though. Cozy was a great player. Maybe because they probably watch Pokésports. I hope you do. I hope you got it from us. If you did, hello, Cozy. Good to see you. Sound off in the comments if you were. Anyway, I don't know why I got so into myself there. Let's go into game 3, and let's try and make the magic happen again. All right, let's go. If I could bestow any kind of wisdom onto you folks out there, if either of you have ever built anything from IKEA and you've said to yourself, oh man, all this IKEA furniture, it's so meh. I wish I could go and buy something from another place. I did that. That was me. I bought something from another place, and I wish I bought it from IKEA because I was putting it together, and the instructions were so complicated that I was like, oh, this is how other people make their instructions. IKEA is leagues ahead in that way. I should pick a Pokemon team. Starting with a Landorus there, I feel like I can swap out. Mike takes 30 seconds at the beginning of Team Select to rant about IKEA, non-IKEA furniture. I can bring in the Gastrodon here. I feel like I need to bring in the Gastrodon. Yeah. See, I kind of like Golden Go here, except I also don't, right? Because this Landorus almost makes it so I really shouldn't. But also, Landorus makes it so I can bring that instead. Urshifu. But then there's Cresselia. Cresselia, I don't know what I would bring Cresselia in against. I think I just go for, you know what, we used Urshifu before. Let's go for old money. I see the general plan with this is just to bring the power in the back and either bring in the Choice Specs Golden Go or the Choice Band Urshifu. It makes sense. You know, like you've got the really strong Choice Band user and the really strong Choice Specs user. So as long as Breaking Swipe Man, Mooring Rune, gets a KO, or maybe 2 KOs, or maybe even 3 KOs, then Urshifu and Golden Go can clean up quite nicely. But all that you need to do is make sure that they get there. Okay, so this weird ear. I'm immediately curious if this is going to be Trick Room as well. No, it can't be. No. What would it be here for? So this is a mental ape. So I can go for a taunt because I'm worried about what it'll do. TBH. And then I'll go for a protect here because I don't want to get fake outed. Okay, so I do get the taunt off first. Maybe they want to take out the Tornadus first. Yeah, looks like that's what is happening. Never getting a Tailwind off in these things. I don't really think I need one in this situation. But yeah, that is what I was worried about. Trick Room is what I was worried about. We're going to bring in Golden Go here. And we're Specaronied, so I can just go for it. Golden Go for it. I could go for a Tera. Ooh, Tera Fairy Dazzling Gleam. That goes hard here, doesn't it? What would I not want Tera Fairy Dazzling Gleam on? Nothing. I want to go for Tera Fairy Dazzling Gleam on everything. Yeah, we're doing it. I'm Fluttermane now. I'll go for Breaking Swipe too. I don't care. I'm crazy. Anyway, non-IKEA furniture, right? It just took me so long to put together this thing. I don't live, for full transparency, I don't live here anymore. I don't live in this place. This is ostensibly my studio now. I'm going to be changing up things back there. I'm going to make this even more of a Pokemon shrine than it currently is. That does no damage. I'm intimidated. Never mind. So like I opted to come here after I had done everything. I wish that didn't do as little damage as it did, because now I'm wondering what I can do. Just straight up naked Tera Blast. Ow! My life. You know what? To be honest, that's fine. I don't hate that. But this ding-dang third-party company furniture, I was putting together this like little TV stand, and it was like, put screw A into hole B64 and drill upwards, but not with a drill, with a screwdriver that we didn't provide. Of course, we wouldn't provide a screwdriver, and I don't expect them to. But it's like, come on, you know? And the pictures are so small, and the little arrows that point inside each of the holes that you need to go and drill into, they're so tiny. And I think I got them all, and it looks good. Let's see if it holds the TV, I guess, when I get back. What do I go for here? I guess Earth Power. Do I just win? Let's go for Yawn Ice Beam. Yes, this one. Glad I'm going for Ice Beam, because this might be a Landorus. He says, very hopefully. Oh, that works too. That's fine. Earth Power would have been better. Revitalization? What are we doing? What's it gonna be? Grass? Grass. That's not worse for me. It's not super effective, and it's probably not going to KO at this point, but I think that's okay. I'm at least getting a Chen-Pao. Yeah. Hopefully I go first. Do I go first? Do I go before the Gastro, or just... Nah, dang it. They do. That didn't do any damage. That's fine. Hey, that's fine. I feel bad for them. They're about to lose a Chen-Pao. That's a good sucker punch that could have gone off. Down it goes. Now, the way that this goes south for me real quick is if my opponent was just tossing out Chen-Pao as a sackable Pokemon so they could bring out something that could do better. Because Weirder coming out isn't going to help them. Ah. Articuno. So that could have been a good swap last turn for them, but they didn't do it. I think Ice Beam on Articuno is the right choice, I think. I think Dazzling Gleam KOs... Iron Hands at this point. I don't quite remember how much damage that did the last time, but it's gotta do tons now, right? Nah, not enough. Not enough. It's fine. If not this time, certainly next time. Certainly next time. And if what's his face doesn't go down here, I go before this Articuno? Oh, Trick Room. Okay. Oh, I get to attack the guy. It's fine. I get to attack Iron Hands now with my Gastrodon, because it's been going first. Okay, so we go for a Dazzling Gleam because we have to. We go for an Ice Beam on this. I don't want this to be a boring match, but I feel like these plays make sense. Taking down the Iron Hands with the Gastrodon that goes first. Hopefully. Ah, dang it. Ah, it's so good. It's so good. Anyway, it takes itself out with a Wild Charge. It's gonna be Gastrodon versus a lot of... Oh, I just... Cool, Speed Tears. Speed Tears are fun. Speed Tears are just so fun. I play Trick Room in the same way. I gotta say, it worked out really badly for my opponent. It did. But I play Trick Room in the exact same way. I use it because I'm like, yeah, that's perfect. Now my Iron Hands is gonna be Priority number 1 in speed. Uh-oh, the Gastrodon was faster? Okay. It brought me down to 1 HP. That's fine. Oh, I used Wild Charge. Oops. So now I just Dazzling Gleam and Ice Beam. And I blinded Ice Beam. I should have gone for the thing, the Earth Power. But hey, you know what? Battle was canceled. I think it didn't matter which one I used. That was great. Nice Cresselia. Nice teal hair. That was a really fun team. It feels like that one went quick, but honestly, I think I just had a particular amount of fun with that because, I don't know, there's something in the air today. Feels good. Let's look at this team one more time. All right, we've got Tornadus with the Mental Herb. I love just how Tornadus functions with this. This team is very much one thing, and that speaks to me and my primitive brain. Because I like to just bring in Tornadus, bring in Roaring Moon, hit the Tailwind, hit a Breaking Swipe, hit an Earthquake if I want to, maybe use a Throat Chop if you're afraid of Hyper Voice or if you're afraid of, Psychic Pokemon, and just get a KO. Get a KO. You've got Photosynthesis, you've got extra attack. It's fun. It's fun to use. If Roaring Moon goes down, then you can swap that in for an Urshifu or a Goldingo, and you can do extra damage. If your Tornadus goes down, then you can bring in Gastrodon or Cresselia, right? And those are all decisions you can make at Team Select. Is Gastrodon going to work well in the back? Is Cresselia going to work well in the back? You make those choices. Is Urshifu going to be better secondary damage? You make that choice. Is Goldingo going to be better secondary damage? You make that choice. So very, very cool team. What I didn't use and what I kind of hope that I would use in this set is Urshifu's U-turn, because I feel like if you do get a couple of switches out, maybe if you bring a Cresselia in the back and you're in a situation where your Tornadus is still out and your Roaring Moon's still out and that goes down, you bring in Urshifu, then maybe you can go for a U-turn, swap that out into Cresselia, and then start Lunar Blessing or Ally Switch and like really get cheeky with your opponents. I feel like that could be a lot of fun. Anyway, that's just me. Anyway, go and use this team. I want to thank Luki one more time for sharing this. Please go and check out those teams and that Pokepaste. All the info is down below, especially when we're coming at the end. Yeah, today is the very last day, I believe, of the new, well, not the regulation, but the season, right? Ladder resets tomorrow. So go out and get them. I've been Mike, and I play with 2 Pokemon on the field, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.